I'd been working in tech close to a year when Gemma invited me to hear about the Queens of Tomorrow concept. It instantly caught my interest, and it's not hard to see why. A platform for women where their inner thoughts could be shared and understood. It was like my prayers had been answered. After the initial meeting that we had, I started to reflect on my own professional journey. I'd left my normal 9-to-5 job and transitioned into a much bigger role within a tech startup. It had been a roller coaster of emotions. I felt sad about leaving my first industry job and nervous to take a risk in changing my career path. To rub salt in the wound, I battled for a while for my voice to be heard in the tech world. It's no secret that it's dominated by men, and powerful ones at that. I'd sometimes sit in meetings feeling like the token woman, expected to nod and smile, even when I had something to say. It was isolating and frustrating. It was during this time that I realized there wasn't anywhere I could store those anxieties and deal with them in a healthy way, let alone have a network of women to uplift me. They still sit unheard in the notes of my phone to this day. When I heard the idea of a shared space where I could put all of those feelings and relate to other women going through similar journeys, it was extraordinary. I knew there and then that it had to be my mission to build the engine that would run Queens of Tomorrow. In what felt like a full circle moment, I'd be using the technical understanding I'd formed from not often feeling comfortable enough to speak. I knew if I did this and we pulled it off, I could use the platform to tell my story and inspire other women to do the same. It seems we're on the way. So, here I am, tasked with bringing this app to life in hopes it's used by millions of women across the world to better their careers, lives, relationships, and overall well-being. When it came to building the tech for Queens of Tomorrow, it wasn't easy figuring out how this non-existent platform would facilitate such a groundbreaking and innovative concept. So, as I said, it became my mission to weave the intricate web that could handle such a powerful tool. After plenty of thought, we landed on what is essentially a private version of Google Maps meets LinkedIn meets Calm. This unique blend of technology allows us to plug the things and places that are most important to us into our own virtual world, mapping your routine and saving it to your network. In turn, making positive changes to your daily life. The Queens of Tomorrow digital reality system brings together the different ways we live our lives alongside our careers via one holistic experience. It intertwines virtual affirmations, status updates, shared calendars, and personal networks together in one singular space for like-minded women. However, for me, the most important part of building this platform is what you can do with it as the woman behind the phone. It's not just about positive affirmations from great figureheads or quotes from our favorite poets. It's also about being synced to your network and uplifting one another when you need it most, whether that be business-focused or something more personal. The first feature you'll be met with each time you open the Queens of Tomorrow app will be the newsfeed. As you can see on the screen behind me, it's here you'll find written updates from your network, along with the option to post your own status and in turn, trigger both audio and visual affirmations based on your shared thoughts. Your mutual calendar will also be accessible via the newsfeed, and this is where your important events will show up for your connections, allowing them to leave you affirmations when they're needed most. The only input from you is populating the dates with what you want people to know. As you can see on the next slide, your map is completely unique to you and your daily routine. You're able to pin locations and share them with your network so that you can be left affirmations when and wherever you like. If your location is more of a situation, for example, a job interview or important meeting, all you need to do is add the date and event to your shared calendar. Affirmations left by your network will then play automatically as you arrive at your destination. But how do these location-based affirmations work and why are they triggered? We're able to do this using a technology called geolocation. It gives us the ability to sync your map with the dates and times of events you add into the calendar. As soon as your phone recognizes a location, It can process the rest of the information and that your network has access to, triggering your affirmations at just the right time. It's up to you how they're received. This can either be through headphones or visually on your phone screen. We've also developed a friendly way of letting you know a message awaits if you choose not to have them displayed automatically. Your own personal ray of sunshine, here to make your day better. The thought behind this feature was the inner voice we all wish we had to lift us up. I often find I go round in circles in my head trying to hype myself up, yet it often turns out negative and one-sided. Now, you can choose to be positive and have your personal and professional networks support this mindset. And whilst the location-based affirmations are what your network will be built upon, you'll also have access to a multitude of different resources to continue your journey with Queens of Tomorrow. A library of quotes from the most influential women in the world, mindfulness resources, career and business advice will be at the tap of your fingertips. We also want to encourage you to share your inner thoughts through the journaling function. Life moves fast, and it's not always an easy feat to sit down and put pen to paper. However, the holistic space that Queens of Tomorrow aims to build should allow you time and headspace to detail your day and let go of feelings that may be impacting you in a negative way. Here, you can collaborate and share your journal with your network for support and advice, or it can simply be your sanctuary to unwind and share personal affirmations. At the end of all of this, we didn't want the work you do using Queens of Tomorrow to simply be forgotten or saturated by the ever-flowing and changing environment of social media. So everything you do using the app can be saved and stored for you to reflect on at a later date. You'll eventually have built your own database of information that is there to lean on when you need it most. As we move into the future, the Queens of Tomorrow platform will also be ever-changing and growing. There is no limit to what we can bring to the app to continue to enhance our lives. We're already exploring how we can add virtual magazines, support local and sustainable businesses, and share career and business advice through podcasts and guest speakers. Just as our personal and professional lives change, so do the Queens of Tomorrow. You'll never feel out of touch with your network again. That we can promise you. I would like to come to the beginning of the end by saying a huge thank you to Gemma for bringing me on board to help with this wonderful experience, believing in me and hearing my voice when I felt silenced. We truly believe that Queens of Tomorrow will change the lives of women across the world for the better. It's now time for us to share this vision, the inequality we've faced, and the drive to do better with you all here tonight, and ask you to join us on this journey. In the words of Michelle Obama, choose people who lift you up and find people who make you better. I'd like to invite you to scan the QR code behind me and become an OG Queen. If you're able to share the sign-up link with 10 people in your network before the end of the night, we can begin to move forward with bringing this amazing and powerful platform to life. Thank you.